Alright, this is round 2, and if you can believe it, we got paired down, which is unbelievably unlikely, but it seems to happen to me occasionally. So it's twin, and this hand seems really bad to me. Snare is basically dead in this matchup. These cards, oh, actually Shackles is pretty good. This one's pretty bad though. So we have 2 bad cards, 2 lands. If we can get Shackles online though, that's a pretty good plan. I think we'll actually try that. I think Shackles should be a really good plan in this matchup. And Snare actually does hit Remand, so that can help us get the Shackles down. Alright, he's on 6. There's hope for us yet. And no hope. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and play Ambush Viper here. Actually, Path is not a bad draw. It's obviously good in this matchup. Maybe I shouldn't play Snapcaster here. I still have time to think about it. Like, I would do it with the intention of pathing it if I miss my land drop. So that would actually eat up 2 of my Path Exiles. But they only matter if I can actually cast them. Yeah, I think I should Snapcast. He topped. Well, I don't have to path it yet, but we'll just Snapcast and start attacking. Yeah, okay. Don't have to path it. Okay. So to kill me, he has to have Pact and Negation. Which, you know, sometimes they have it. I think it's awful. Okay. That was really weird. There's no reason to do that, and now I just get to cast Kleck if he doesn't do anything. Which is, like, actually very good for me. Looting. That's interesting. I wouldn't normally expect that from a twin deck. I guess if he has Law of Mancer, then it's not terrible. Alright, now I'll play this click that you allowed me to play. And see what's up. Actually, I'd like to click myself, but I think, well, we don't have to worry about it then. I think it's obviously impossible for us to click ourselves there and get away with it. So he could now get past a path with a Dispel and a Twin, which we have nothing to stop with. So, well, we could click and hope he only has 1 Twin, but I think it's better just to hope he doesn't have land, Twin, Dispel. Man, that's kind of asking a lot from him, or for him. Man, do I miss that card. Those were the good days. Oh, he's going for it. Pack negation. I think that's pretty poor in that deck, except for maybe as like a one of. He didn't actually have it, luckily. I've had that happen before. In fact, where I've seen his hand, and then he goes for it, and then packs negations me. Man, one island. Doesn't happen a whole lot. So I can't get past Pestermite, only Deceiver. In which case I'm better off casting Click. And you know what? I can snare Remand. Alright, sure. Unfortunately, that is a Pestermite. But maybe I could draw another island. Wow. Quite the hand. Well, gonna take the Dispel and hope that's enough information for him to not go for it. Because, like, if I take the Vision, which is better than looting, then he just plays Flashback Looting and then casts the other one, which is pretty deep. Anyways, he played his land? That seems pretty bad. Yeah, you should have definitely... oh, wait. He knows his... Well, he has some information from his top cards. Which means, like, he could have either played the land and sacrificed it, or just not played it. Either play would have been better, depending on what his top cards were. Discarded a Dispel, you say? Yeah, he had to do that because he played the land. So now he has the combo. Well, I could double Spell Snare it. I'm actually gonna click him, which is just awful, but I feel like I have to. And I do have Colonnade to mop up if I need it, which I will. Oh my god, dude. Quite lucky, I would say. All I had to do was draw an island. All he had to do was draw another copy of his combo piece. Okay, so Dispel for sure, Needle, Disenchant. Guys, Saint Draft, I think. Well, it's definitely better than Lingering Souls. I think I just do that. Actually, I wouldn't mind having one snare. But I think all my cards are actually better than snare. Explosives is not too good, but I can get it on 3. And then it's a permanent based answer. Yeah, I'll keep the explosives, I think. 3 of them might be a little overkill. It's still it's a 5-mana sorcery virtually. No, I think 3 is overkill. We'll go 2. Okay, not bad. So we have a lot of different cards that hit only certain pieces of the combo, like Gut Shot and Disenchant and Piling Needle. But together, I think we'll have a good culmination of disruption. Like I could Needle Deceiver and Gut Shot at Pestermite, or I could Needle Kiki-Jiki and Disenchant Splinter Twin. See, it's perfect. I'm so curious about this. Do I snap it up this time? Well, I guess we could find out on his turn. Yeah, I could play Geist next turn. But with my only disruption would be Click for the turn after. So I might just get down the explosives. It's really crappy though, because even if he does go for it, then I have to blow up my own guys. But I am going to Snapcaster though. And to make things worse, I have to keep open 2 mana for the explosives plan to even work. I think we'll have to go. I actually have to go with Click, I think. That way, next turn I can have mana open if I need to. Can also Pulse. Hardy har. So I should check his vision here. He bottomed. So 3 lands, 2 of these bad boys. Splinter Twin, Dispel. I think I'll just take the Twin. Probably play explosives for 3. Really? Why wouldn't you play Deceiver? Deceiver could block the Snapcaster. Having drawn that, I'm just gonna go with Pulse, because this way I could beat the combo if he has it, and I could also just find a land, so I can have this active next turn. But I can beat. I mean, I could draw one of my 6, I think, outs. He showed me a card he didn't have to. Yeah, playing this instead of Deceiver was a huge misplay. So he still has Mountain, Deceiver, Dispel. And I'm gonna reclaim my pulse even. Well, if I blow up my 3-drops, I might need another win condition, so I'll keep the Geist around. Cryptic actually gives me an answer if he has the Twin plus Dispel. An answer where I don't have to blow up my click. Like, either way, I would win off my Colonnade next turn. So I guess I'll just pass. Cryptic gets me a card deeper. Actually, like, yeah, Cryptic is better here. I wouldn't actually be able to win unless I had Cryptic too, because he could block. But, I mean, then he would pretty much be dead. So he has Twin. I don't recall if the mountain I saw was foil or not. Unfortunately. So Twin, Dispel. Wait, we don't have him on Twin, do we? No, we don't have him on Twin. Dispel, Deceiver. That's right. Well, I don't need to counter this because it doesn't actually matter from the current disruption that I have. But if I do choose to counter Bounce, no, you could just Deceiver to survive. How would I do this then? Counter Bounce a land. You have to block to survive in that case. Or you just cast a Deceiver now. That would actually be the line that would hurt me the most. Which would mean he'd have to pass and Dispel, but I don't know. I don't think he's good enough to do that, but I don't want to chance that when I don't have to. So, conclusion is... What if he has 2 Dispels next turn? Conclusion is we're going to Cryptic it. And... Cryptic it, probably getting Dispelled. Maybe I should just Cryptic Bounce after all then. Cryptic Bounce the land. I still have to draw a land to kill him though. With Colonnade or to threaten lethal. But if this isn't in his hand, then he could just tap this. And then be able to kill me. But we're putting on Dispelling this, because yeah, that makes sense. He probably would Dispel this. If he doesn't, obviously we don't have to attack with Colonnade. Not a land. Not a land. That's awkward. So now... yeah, we still explosives. Certainly correct. My other line would be to just bank on pulsing into something. Unless he had Splinter Twin instead of Kiki Jiki, but that's also just getting dispelled, probably. Or possibly, rather. So go with something concrete. Ugh. Grindy game. I want something a little simpler than that, preferably. Like maybe like having a path in my hand or something, I don't know. So the Geist that game was never able to come down. I still think I'm better off with it being boarded in, but I think it's a good sign that it should be out of the sideboard. Yeah, we'll keep. That card is kind of an issue. Oh shit, I don't have any red sources. I used to have a Steam Vents. It's kind of an issue because it kills a lot of our threats. Though it's a lot better against Squatter Knock than it is against Lingering Souls. So that's good. I don't know, we boarded out Lingering Souls anyway. So I guess that's still good. But it kills Click. I guess I'm glad we have Geist to St. Traft. He didn't attack last turn. Didn't attack this turn either. Well, this turn I could have Snapcaster. Oh, shit. Really? He's... Okay, I guess whatever. I don't see how this could be correct for him. And I realized too late that I shouldn't have cracked this. Well, got rewarded anyway. Hardly matters since he tapped his own land. Yep, so from here on I have to be very careful. Oh, really? No land? Okay. Okay, maybe I should think for a second. Since he had no land, I can actually afford to cast something here. I get punished if he has another Exarch effect, then draws a red source, then has Twin. He has to have all of these things. Oh my god. I think it's probably correct to play something. Even though by waiting I probably don't have any way to lose if I wait. Like, it's just so unlikely that he has tap, draw a red source, have Twin. We're gonna play around it. Well, we don't know for sure if he had a tapper or if he would have done it. But I think we can be sure. No, I guess we can't be sure of anything because he just played a fetch land, got Steam Vents, untapped, and passed. Can't be sure of anything anymore. I'm not even sure if the world is flat. Well, it's pretty easy read for a counterspell here. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I'm not actually concerned about that. And here's the decision point. If we shackles, he could have a tap effect, and we would die to the combo. He would tap one of our lands. We'd have to choose one. Doesn't matter. He kills us. But if we play explosives, we're actually pretty good here. The one downside being that we have Tectonic Edge, so only one other white source. So if he if he plays Tapper, we just blow it up. That's fine. But also I want to use this Edge. We'll do it on his end step. Yeah, that didn't matter at all. He just plays Tapper, we blow it up. So now we have a... Well, we didn't even have to do that, but I think it's safest. Like, if we don't do that, then we can play Geist and not really fear anything, but we could just draw a land and do that, and then definitely not fear anything. I'm not sure why I snap cracked that. I don't know. But yeah, once again, we're in that awkward situation where we have to blow up our Geist. Well, we don't actually have to do it. Since we blow up his land, he has to draw a red source, then have twin, then we just path instead. Yeah, we're pretty good now. We're at that point where we just win. See, if I were him, I would trade my Lavamancer. In fact, I probably should have played Shackles pre-combat. I would easily path this though if he does do that play. So is there anything I'm walking into? Like remand, then well, there's the only thing I'm walking into is the possibility that I have to blow up my own Geist. Whereas if I just pass, I should not have to blow up my own Geist. So I guess we'll take that line then. I think if I draw a land, I'm okay with playing Shackles though, because then I can have these open. Remember when he just played his fetch land and sacrificed it? Got Steam Vents? That was funny. He didn't even get a mountain, like, when it was probably correct. See, if I do have to path the Seaver, yeah, he should probably make that block. So then I have to path the Seaver. Then if he has another one, I mean, I'm still in great shape. So yeah. He didn't even make that block last turn. I actually forgot about it myself. Since he didn't make it. Yeah, I'm definitely not pathing just so he can't block there. He could easily have another Exarch or Pestermite. So... But if he went for the double, I would be forced to. Why wouldn't he go for the double? It's pretty much his only play that could keep him alive for long enough. Second Tectonic Edge. No fear. I mean, I'm probably better off just holding Cryptic plus Remand mana, but I'm pretty sure he's dead to this flyer. He could play a Pestermite to block, but I can obviously deal with that in numerous ways. Should probably could have gone with the Remand, but that only matters if he's not dead this turn, which he is. Yeah, this matchup is not something I'm like really prepared for. I don't actually see it that often, but we actually have a lot of cards to interact with them. Just gonna try and activate, but fail. Alright, good game. So we're 2-0 now. Had to defeat the pair down. Probably can't win this event now that I got paired down.